Hey guys, so this is another remake, but you guys don't, you newcomers don't care, so let's just get on with it. Super Smash Bros. You guys have probably played it. I own 4 of the 5 games. I own the original, Melee, for Wii U, and Ultimate. So it's the middle one that I don't own. And I don't have any plans on getting it either. So anyways, but that's not the point. Fans, they drool. Sorry. They drool over Smash Bros. They love it. And it's just freaking awesome. But I have noticed that there are a few issues with the series. We're going to talk about what I think those issues are. So, I don't know where to start though. Let's start with the original. So, this isn't as big a deal, but I do think they could have done at least a slightly better job. The original Super Smash Bros. So, I thought it was a good game, but nothing compared to the following game. This has barely any modes in it. Like, you can do the little gauntlet or whatever it's called. I don't know. The Smash, like, obviously you can fight each other. You can do multiplayer and, like, fight each other. You know, that stuff. And there's also the single player mode, which is basically you doing a bunch of trials and stuff. That's basically it. Look, I know this is a Nintendo 64, but could you have at least added a few more modes? Whatever. It was for the first Smash Bros. Game, it did a good job, so whatever. What am I whining about? I just wish they could have done a little bit more. But the following Smashes don't seem to have this issue. So, let's move on to Melee now. Now, this is where the series got big. Melee. If you notice in the bottom bottom left corner, T for Teen. A game with Mario in it is rated T for Teen. I mean, they fight each other, sure, but why not rated it E10 and up? This seems a bit too extreme. That would be like if Shrek were rated PG-13. I mean, it might have some crude humor in it, but it's not PG-13 rated worthy. It's not PG-13 worthy. So, but here's the thing, though. E10 and up did not exist in 2001 when this game came out. So, it was either this or E for Everyone, and E for Everyone seemed a bit too easy. Even though that's what the last game was rated. But the last game was not as in-depth. So this is where the series got big. They added a ton of new modes and a ton of other crap. This is where the series kind of truly began. But I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Should it be rated E or T? Sorry, I was about to say PG-13. This is a video game. It can't be rated that. Guys, honestly, I don't think it would have killed them to rated E. I mean, well, E10 and up did not exist, so I don't know. The last game was rated E. Whatever, let's just move on, okay? But here's the thing, though. One more thing. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I don't own it. But it's also rated T. And at this time, E10 up already exists. So, what the heck? Why not do that one E10 and up? I mean, it exists now. It's basically the same as this game. How is it any more violent than the original game? Which should have been rated E10 and up if it had existed at the time. But when 4 Wii U came out, and Ultimate, they did the right thing and they rated them E10 and up. Hold on. Get my hand out of the way. See that? E10 and up. So, yeah. And I think all future Smash Bros. Games will be rated E10 and up. Probably. But anyways. Alright. Now, moving on to the 4th game, since I don't really know much about the 3rd game. That's probably the game I know the least about. But, anyways, so Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Alright, so Super Smash Bros. Melee, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Okay, fans were probably wondering what came next. Brawl and Melee are synonyms for the word fight. Synonyms mean words that mean the same thing. A synonym for big would be huge. Okay? So, that's just an example. Alright, so, cool. It's probably going to be another synonym or something, because Brawl and Melee both mean fight. So what is this next one to be called? Super Smash Bros. Clash? No. It's called Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. I guess that we're getting tired of the whole synonyms for the word fight gimmick. But seriously? And it was also on the 3DS, making this the first multi-console Smash Bros. Game. But couldn't they... That would only give you more reason to call it something else. Like, it was called Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS and Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Why not just call it Super Smash Bros. Clash or something like that? And that way it could be named the same thing on both consoles. I don't know. Alright, well... Alright, let's do a few more. Now this one's another minor complaint. Technically, these are all minor complaints. I mean, I thought the games were fun, but Ultimate, it's a bit too confusing. This may just be a me problem, but I don't get the game. Like, I don't understand the concept. Like, okay, you can level up your characters, but they can jump from like 15 levels at once. Like, if you feed them a snack or something, like in the Spirit mode, which you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about, but if you haven't played the game, but that doesn't matter. You can level up your characters, but if you feed them a large snack, they'll jump like 15 levels up. I'm like, how does that work? Whatever. So that's it for talking about these games chronologically. We're going to talk about a few more things that are going... So, in Super Smash Bros., I'm going to want to say Brawl, maybe? They added an old school character from one of those old NES games called Duck Hunt. They added the dog and the duck. Why are you adding two characters in one slot and pretending that they're one character? But if you think that's bad, they called the dog Duck Hunt. What? Did he not already have a name? And if he didn't, why not just give him one? Or better yet, why include him at all? Duck Hunt. That's what the dog's name is. Duck Hunt. Really? That's kind of dumb. And before Ultimate came out, I was kind of hoping that they would get rid of Duck Hunt, the dog. But no, this game has every single character from the previous 4 games, plus more. So, yeah, Duck Hunt is in here. I'll see if I can find him on the back. Let's see here. There he is, right there. See that? Right there. If you can see where my finger is, there's the dog right there. See that? Yep, he's in here, right? And I don't know if all the future Smash games are going to include all the characters or not, but I don't know. I just wish they didn't add Duck Hunt. But anyways, alright, so one more thing. In Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, they added these things called masterpieces, which is basically allows you to play older Nintendo games where the fighters came from. For example, you could play the old school Super Mario Bros. Okay, cool, that's awesome, but how many of these masterpieces are in the game? Quite a lot, actually. They weren't in Ultimate for whatever reason, but forget about that. That's not what we're talking about. So, there's a lot of masterpieces in these games. You can play a bunch of these games and see where the original characters came from. But that wouldn't make sense. That this is like a $60 game, but you're getting like a ton of games all in one? Can't be that easy, can it? Well, no, it's not exactly like that. They don't give you the whole entire game. They, what they do is this. So, they give you a time limit on how long you can play the game. Sometimes it's 2 minutes, sometimes it's 3 minutes, sometimes it's 4 minutes. Why such a short time, and why random numbers for each game? I don't get it. But, like, in Super Mario World, for example, they let you play that game for about 4 minutes. If it were possible to beat that game in 4 minutes, then there you go. You get the whole game for free, but it's not possible, though. I don't quite understand. Like, how about this? How about you add a small portion of each Nintendo game and put it in there rather than giving them the whole entire game, but only a limited amount of time? So it's either this. You get the whole game, but only a few minutes to do it. Or you get a small portion of the game, but as much time as you want. I think that second option would have been better. Because giving them a time limit is just not... They don't get to engage with the game. They're just, you know... But these are just minor complaints, though. I still think the games are fun. They're not my favorite games in the world. But, what is my favorite Smash game? Melee, probably. But some pros to this series is the Smash Ball, which they added in Brawl. That rhymed. Where you can, if a character breaks it, they can do their ultimate smash or something. But yeah, so that was this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, goodbye.